Hello, it is a dark episode for the time, which is December the 12th, not December, January the 12th, 2023. Welcome to the new year, Jay. Here, let's make this a writing vlog as well as a dark episode, a combo pack. Because today I finished my NaNoWriMo novel, which is a novel that I started in November. And yes, have been writing since then. Since November the 1st, I've been writing this story out. And it is a very silly fantasy story that is kind of got a bit of harem bit into it, kick-ass warrior babes into it. It's extremely silly, and I have to say, by the end, I was tailing off. But I wanted to finish it. I wanted to get from the beginning of the story to the end of the story, and I have to say, along the way, I meandered and possibly lost the plot. And I put a postscript on this of saying this is what I think now that I got to the end of the book, or what the characters' arcs are. And really, if I wanted to polish this up past a super rough, all over the place first draft, I would probably be spending another couple or 3 months to do that. And I don't know if it really is a story that is worth that. But that said, I am extremely happy and proud with myself that I stuck with it. And I finished it. I finished at least that rough first draft, even though I may have gotten to the end of it and kind of gone, meh, it's not really worth continuing on. I'm really glad that I spent the last 3 months writing every morning. It's just as something to do, something a little less outward facing. I think I had kind of drifted away from writing because I'd been devoting so much time to my public booktube channel, and I'd been kind of getting my creative juices going by making lots of videos, and also just maybe getting, instead of creating, being more obsessed with the community of booktube and trying to keep up with things and watching other people's videos and all that stuff. And I've really, in the last 3 months, I've kind of decided to take a major step away from booktube. And yeah, it's an interesting, different place to be, because while I really enjoyed the community of booktube, it was also somewhat subsuming me in a way that I didn't enjoy, and was causing anxiety that was generated from my own internal things, but also I think arises because of certain kind of just structural things of what social media is like. So it was good to kind of say, you know what, I'm just going to go off and I'm going to write. And I'm not producing Shakespeare. I'm not even producing competent wank material. It's me. It's me. And that's been enjoyable. And I think what I'm going to probably do going forward is to see if I can produce some competent material of my own, just to put on Literotica, which it's a site where I think I have an old account, which I think I still have access to. If I don't, I'll just make a new one. I might just make a new one, and I will write some short erotic stories. I will have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I will make an effort to actually polish those so that they are read straight through, that they hold together as best as I can. I'll try and make best little objects that I can. and practice doing that for the next while. Um, and then, next November will come around and we'll see where I'm at, whether I'm capable of writing something novella length, maybe not novel length. How about novella length that I could actually write within November that I could then put together as a proper finished piece next time, where I actually take it through the editing process and, honing and proofreading, all the various different levels of editing, from conceptual to, scene to scene, to moment, to sentence, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's my thought process going forward. I'll see how I go. I also don't want to get too caught up in my own fantasy world. I am a fairly sensual person in a way. I'm sorry, I have to use that word. Um, and I can get caught up in that as easily as I can get caught up in other stuff. And I don't want to get overboard that way. I'd like to have balance in the life. It's good to have a bit of a sensual life. That's always healthy. But I don't want to overdo things that way either. Um, so yeah, though I just know, as when it comes to writing, I just drift into erotica pretty quickly. Comedic erotica a lot of times, but erotica nevertheless. All right. I'm not quite sure what's going on over there, but I better go check out. So yeah, that's been my fully frank, dark episode for January the 12th, 2023, and a final writing vlog for NaNoWriMo, and maybe just continue writing vlogs going forward if the spirit moves me. Maybe by the time I get my the first story out. That's the plan. Hopefully, I will look at a bunch of rough stories that I came up with as I was supposed to be writing NaNoWriMo, but was procrastinating, that I can have done by the end of the month. That's my thought. That's my goal. That's what I'm reaching for. I'm gonna try and get 3 done. Hey, if I get 1 done, that would be way more than I'd ever gotten done for years before that. So that would be great too. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.